Stray animals are a big problem in cities. They wander the streets, hungry, skinny, and tired. Sometimes they're lucky and find a caring person to take them in, but most don't have that opportunity. It's important to spay or neuter your pet so they don't contribute to this growing problem. Barnaby is a stray cat who lives in the city. He is 15 years old and as such considered himself lucky if he managed to get at least some food. As he was very thin, only skin and bones, Barnaby was a sad sight to see. The cat roamed the streets of New Jersey day after day. The old age wasn't going well for him. He was hungry and limping, and his eye was infected, but nothing lasts forever in this life, be it good or bad. And so a new kind of life started for Barnaby. He was picked up right off the street by the volunteers from the Volunteers Animal Orphanage Rescue Organization. Barnaby got a bed and a bowl of food. What else could he want at this point? At the shelter, everyone marveled at his temper. The animal turned out to be incredibly gentle and affectionate. Barnaby seemed to love everyone around him. The shelter workers decided that this cat definitely deserved a forever home. Therefore, they did everything in their power to find an owner for him. Of course, the chance that someone would be willing to take in an old and sick cat was virtually non-existent. Dr. Ed Sheenan, the owner of a small veterinary clinic, learned about the cat and his difficult fate. The doctor had the kindest intentions. He wanted to support the cat and help him get treatment. Dr. Sheenan made a decision and went to the shelter. But what happened there was simply magical. It seemed like the heavens just right out screened that those two were made for each other. It's too bad that they hadn't met before, but at least they did eventually. The moment Ed saw the unfortunate cat, he couldn't help but smile. All those who got to witness their first meeting said that love seemed to have filled the room. The old street cat readily went into Dr. Sheenan's arms, settled himself comfortably, and purred blissfully for the first time in many years. Thus, the question of finding a home for Barnaby was resolved. When Dr. Sheenan picked Barnaby up and brought the cat to his office, Barnaby immediately started walking around the office as if he'd lived there for a long time. He quickly took on the role of the cat in charge. When mopping the floors, he followed behind to make sure no spot was missed. At the end of the night, he sits on my lap to make sure I do the books correctly, said Rachel, a vet tech at the Sheenan Veterinary Center. We have him on antibiotics and he seems to be improving. He has put on weight. Despite his age, Barnaby is very cheerful. He loves his special senior food and enjoys being brushed regularly. He also takes his antibiotics like a champ and doesn't complain at all. Dr. Sheenan and his wife took this cat in because they knew all too well that keeping an elderly pet could be overwhelming for an ordinary person. Older pets have many health issues, which may become too much of a burden for some people, especially financially, since veterinary services aren't cheap. However, in return for their incredible kindness, the couple got a loyal and affectionate friend. Sometimes Barnaby has a poor appetite and refuses to eat. If that happens, the nurse spoon feeds him a special cat formula, rich in vitamins. Barnaby's eyesight also isn't great, but that's to be expected at his age. He understands that he's old, but he's getting lots of love and care. He's a happy boy, Claire said. Keeping him healthy and happy is our goal, and to make the rest of his life a happy one. Who knows what trials and tribulations he went through? We all love him and care for him. They say that cats have 9 lives. Perhaps fate has decided to give him a happy, new life of a beloved domestic cat, and Barnaby will meet his old age in warmth and bliss, being taken care of, and most importantly being loved. Stray animals can be seen all around the world, some of which are friendly and need protection. If people were willing to contribute more towards this cause, they would be able to help a huge number of animals that are in need. I hope you enjoyed watching. Please like it, and feel free to share your thoughts about it in the comments below. And don't forget to share it with your friends and family. Thank you.